asked you guys in a poll earlier who you think had the better Superman suit. I put up the options are Henry Cavill, of course, who is the previous Superman, and David Corenswet, who is going to be James Gunn's Superman, because new pictures have come out from that with them on stage, and people are kind of going back and forth here, and there's a lot of people who are saying that Henry Cavill got a raw deal.
Yeah, there are these new photos where they're filming the new Superman in Cleveland, and people just don't like this suit. A lot of people were angry. A lot of people felt like Henry Cavill was done so dirty for what in return?
Yeah.
One person said, "I love and support David Corenswet's casting as Superman, but I'm super disappointed in this suit.
A lot of
this
people
is a massive downgrade from Henry Cavill's Superman. What a missed opportunity. Hoping they fix it in post."
They're pointing out that there's like gaps, like there's like loose fabric on the arms.
Yeah.
Which I'm guessing will be fixed in post-production. Color grading plays a huge role in this.
Another thing is, like, it probably shouldn't be the case that you have to fix things like that in post. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you should just make it properly.
Well, it's kind of like how Henry Cavill didn't wear, like, an actual cape because they made his whole cape in post-production.
Yeah, like, I think that's a dumb decision.
Oh, and people were pointing out that they did give the classic yellow S on the back of the suit, which is pretty cool. And Mr. Terrific, Ed Gathegi looks pretty good as Mr. Terrific. I think that looks all right. But in general, I think there's a lot of apathy around this because there isn't the same level of energy because Henry Cavill was such great casting. You pointed out, what was it, his old tweet asking for all the other superhero actors to repost.
He's a wholesome chungus. He posted, "Fly your colors today, brothers and sisters. It's National Superhero Day. I want to thank all of you guys and gals for keeping us so entertained and setting such a fantastic example for superhero fans, young and old, around the world." He tagged literally everyone who's ever been in a superhero movie that he could think of. Everyone ghosted him. He's chronically underappreciated. Another person tweeted, "The Superman suit is exactly what I said it was going to be. James Gunn has one approach to superhero costumes. Make a cheap rubber suit and paint it like it looks in the comics. Everything else is the boring MCU approach.
It does.
Not interested. Henry Cavill is my Superman."
So it does have what a lot of people are critiquing are like the unnecessary lines in the suit that they think makes it overly complicated. People are happy to see the underoos on the outside again.
The what now?
The red.
What is that?
The underwear.
Underoos?
That's literally what they call them. Like it's like underwear on the outside.
I don't know this stuff. You're
underwear
teaching
on
me
the
things.
underwear on the outside of the pants, but it does have a lot of the lines that look similar to something you'd see in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I told you, like, I think it all looks stupid regardless.
I know.
So I'm impartial, truly.
But Henry Cavill's suit did look great to me. But
well, Henry Cavill's suit had plenty of those lines all over it too.
It's not done in the same type of mechanical-esque looking way.
Well, it kind of looks chainmail-ish.
Yeah, it looks more modular to me.
A little bit, yeah. Another person tweeted, "Henry Cavill loved The Witcher, but he clearly wanted the studio to respect the material, and it must have disappointed him to see them mock it. He ended up eventually leaving it behind for Superman, only for DC to drop him again within 2 months. This man deserved better."
He did. Look, the other thing is, like, a lot of people don't like the high neck. I don't actually hate the high neck on it, but I get why people don't like it. I think it looks fine.
Well, he looks like Henry Cavill from Wish, and I understand.
Yes, he does.
You're casting Superman. He's got to look relatively similar. He's gonna look like Henry Cavill from Wish. It's almost inevitable, but it's such a joke, right?
Yep.
And it's really sad how it all turned out, that he was given false hope that, you know, he was going to come back and be a part of James Gunn's DCU, but they totally bait and switched him.
What's crazy?
He gave up his role on The Witcher, and now he's dealing with this Warhammer stuff that's a total mess because they're trying to change it in real time.
And he's trying to make sure that they don't.
And every time, it's just he gets the short end of the stick.
What's still crazy to me about everything that happened with like him making the video, like I'm back as Superman, and then psych like a week later, is like
so
you imagine that like when you're working for like DC, which is an offshoot of Warner Brothers, which is this big company, that there would be some type of like quality control, professionalism, like organization.
Embargoes about announcing things like that.
Yeah.
But it seems like they were so messy and touch and go at the time, where James Gunn was planning all of this and Peter Safran was involved too, where they just didn't tell him one way or the other. Like, maybe you shouldn't post that before you actually know
for sure
it's gonna happen.
Like, have you signed a new contract that says that you're actually gonna do this? Like, that just always seemed weird to me, that these corporations that are worth billions of dollars aren't more inherently organized and calculated with their, you know, with their moves and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, the MCU is more so.
I mean, not even so much these days. They're like announcing projects and the project gets canceled. Oh, it's Daredevil Born Again. It's 18 episodes. It's 12 episodes. It's 6 episodes. It's Blade, which has lost its like 2 directors, like 9 gazillion writers. And eventually everyone's like, when are you just going to call, you know, time of death this time? Like, when is that going to happen? Because they can't seem to make the Vampire Hunter movie work. How do you not do that?
Well, they put the cart before the horse, and they get really excited about making announcements and having social media hype.
But that's what DC
But then they don't follow up the hype with anything worth watching.
That's what DC used to be heavily criticized for. So DC would release a trailer. It would get a bunch of backlash, and they would be cowards, and they would make a bunch of changes because they wouldn't just follow through on their vision.
Biting their fingernails.
And even if Marvel was a bit bland and one note, they were confident enough in what they were releasing, because all their movies at that time were making money, that even if something wasn't inherently taken, you know, as really, really good right off the bat, you understood that the vision was the vision and it was going to stay that way through the end of the phase. But then phase 4 came around after Endgame and all of that was gone. There's no excitement around any of it. And they keep falling through with everything that they're making now too. There's no excitement really around any of this stuff.
Yeah. I also wanted to show a really cute video.
Speaking of wholesome.
It was wholesome, but also sad because of what's happened to Superman since then.
We'll get back to that. Okay, here we go.
Proof that Henry Cavill is this generation's Superman and always better than David Cornsweet.
Yeah. We're going to get copyrighted for this, but that's okay.
I hope not.
We'll cut it if we have to.
They will join you when the sun comes. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
This is cute of the day.
Aww.
See, this is what they're trying to take from us.
Okay, now I want to know what the kid's face was when he snapped Zod's neck.
Oh, they didn't let him see that part.
They skipped that part.
No, I mean, this is what they're trying to take from us when they're removing all of the strong male characters from movies. Seriously, like they don't want this. They don't want any young boys to see a character that's aspirational or masculine.
Yep. And Henry Cavill was such a great example of somebody who wasn't just that, but also loved what he was doing too. So you get double as excited because, you know, one of the things that I criticize a lot is when these actors pretend like they care about this stuff. I'm like, I actually don't need you to. Like, I like that Henry Cavill does because he's true blue. But like with the rest of the people, I'm like, just be like, I don't care. And like,
don't be inauthentic.
Yes, don't be inauthentic. It's
and there
worse.
was also a fan cast for what Henry Cavill could have up next in his
Let's
career.
go!
Henry Cavill as the live-action Goku.
Let's go!
The hair, honestly, is so flattering on him. I think it could work. I really think this could work.
I'm down for this. Let's
Much
do
to
it.
think about. Is this AI generated? This is like definitely AI, right?
The second one looks a little bit like it, but I have no idea.
Maybe I'm finally at that point where I can be tricked by AI images.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.